When you feel like you need to get away from your family or your caregivers or the people you're related to or people that you've been around because they make it harder for you to know your self esteem and they make it harder for you to understand your worth is inherent and you don't have to do anything for that, there's a part of you that has to work through that guilt of leaving or of distancing yourself, because what comes at the risk of being cut down is your sense of self, even the healthy ego you need to survive and thrive in like this simulation in this realm. You can't think about other people's feelings when you are thinking about literally how to know your self-worth. And whether it's your mother, your father, your grandmother, your cousins, friends, siblings, it's like you have to be the one that literally, my bag fell, hold on. Ugh, shit. You have to be the one that chooses you. And that's going to feel foreign if you haven't done it. And sometimes it might feel foreign even if you have done it. But you are now like, this is it. And that doesn't have to be finite in like you don't speak to someone or, you know, hold on. There we go. Contact or no contact, that's up to you. But you have to be the one that decides what's more important, your heart or the hands that you place it in that don't know how to hold it. And it's not about like who's right and who's wrong, even in that situation. It's really about what is good for you, what is aligned for you, what is a must that you need right now. And I can't stress enough about this quote that was like circulating on threads. It was like, disappoint your family early so you can be free. Yes, because people are portals, and sometimes we're born into situations where it's not the best alignment, it's not the right fit for who we've become. Like even when they say you get to pick, who you're born to and stuff like that, and it's like you had to go through something, I guess, or you had to allow yourself to be with these people so you can learn what you needed to learn. Sometimes you need to stop looking in the same mirror. Like, I know people say, like, humans are a mirror, but I've been saying for about 15 years, and some mirrors you don't need to look in anymore. Like, I can understand a reflection or I can see something and maybe have empathy for it, but I need to have a boundary. You must have a boundary with empathy. You cannot continue to let yourself be raked against the coals, like slaughtered and like run over on the floor for the sake of relative, for the sake of relationship, for the sake of family, for the sake of friend. Even if you are sometimes the person that like is fucking up and you don't mean something, but you keep doing it and it's harmful, you might be left sometimes. Everybody's the bad guy to somebody sometimes. But you have to allow yourself to move forward and without guilt tripping yourself. And sometimes you don't need to make everybody the villain. You just need to keep it moving. Other times, hey, people are the villain. Some people have done disgusting things to people and like don't deserve forgiveness, don't deserve your presence. You should stay far away from them. It is so dangerous. And that's fine too. But it's the cuffs that you put on yourself about choosing yourself. And in this life, I'm starting to fully accept the fact that there's no one that can make you choose yourself but you. And choosing yourself does not mean that you forget everyone else, or you are not kind, or you're not helpful or generous or whatever, but it does not mean laying down on the floor in the name of love or tradition or inheritance or relation or family or anything like that. Sometimes choosing yourself is literally going, yeah, no, I can't be doing this no more, or this can't be around me anymore, or I can't identify with this anymore. So allow yourself not to feel guilty, and remind yourself at every chance, if you feel guilty or you feel ashamed that you want distance or you want to be done, that it is okay for you to want that, and it is okay for you to act on that, and it is okay for you to have that. You can always come back and edit how you want to show up and how you would want to allow others to show up in your life. But if you feel like your self-esteem and your self-worth is on the chopping block, you better choose your fucking self first. I don't care who it is, because it's you that has to sit with those sad feelings, you that has to adjust yourself and cut yourself into pieces and play jigsaw puzzle with who you are amongst who is with you and what they like and how they want you to perceive you and what works for them. That is uncomfortable as fuck. It's detrimental to your health. It will make you sick. If you're a woman, it will probably give you an autoimmune disease, fibroids, all kinds of shit. You have to allow yourself to expand and be free, and know that that is okay for you to want your sovereignty. It is okay for you to sit in that and not feel bad about staying in situations or around people that make you feel like you can't be all of you. And that's not to say like everyone's always needing to know all of you either, even people you're related to. It's to say, though, allowing other people to dictate who you are and who you show up to be, because it's easier for them for you not to be your full self. Do not feel guilty about cutting anyone off, or putting them in another spectrum, or placing them in another position, and doing that for your literal self-worth.